Given the Intel funds, talagang hinahanap niyo pa rin ako sa Pilipinas? I mean, that's stupid.
Except the subject of the attacks today is the president. Dati kasi fake news protected the president.
Ano bang sinabi ni Lee Kuan Yew tungkol sa mainstream media ng Pilipinas noon? Tinapunan nyo ng tinapunan ng basura ang consciousness ng mga tao. Kayo ang may kasalanan. Okay. Nagulat ako sa iyo, girl, kasi ang bait-bait mo sa akin noon. No? Tapos, ang pinaka-nakakaloka ng 2022 election, halos isumpa mo mga Marcos sa iyong interview, tapos noong January 2023, ay puta ka, para kang high school dalagitan, nakakita ng idol niya. You are funny.
Ginawa mong fact na yung mga vlogger na ito ay actually sinettle mo na eh. Sinettle na ni Karen eh, na itong mga taong to, ito yung mga taong to nagpapakalat ng fake news noon, nagpapakalat ng fake news ngayon. So bakit ngayon, gusto nyo silang makulong? Eh bakit dati, nagpapakalat sila ng fake news, okay lang naman.
Dadagan ang Dito News Update.
Hinahanap daw ng CIDG, girl.
Oo. Actually, kami daw, talagang nakamonitor ang accounts 24/7, ganda
Ako hinahanap. Parang, I'm to the point Given the Intel funds, talagang hinahanap niyo pa rin ako sa Pilipinas? I mean, that's stupid.
Ibig sabihin yan, Bex, kasi di ba may mga post-post kang kapukihan ng mga nasa Davao ka, yung mga ganun-ganon. Ibig sabihin, naniniwala sila.
Hindi nila kaya i-check sa immigration? Ano kala nila? Backdoor? Na nagsagwan yung bangka? Do I look like someone who will ride a bangka to go to another country?
Tapos considering nga natatanga sila, ganyan-ganyan.
Pero why go to all my kamag-anaks?
Parang matanungin ko, nagpunta ka talaga ng Davao. Because the intelligence fund is not so intelligent.
Hindi ba? Hindi ka pwede magtanong sa DFA muna? Or parang hindi kayo mapahiya?
Kasi nag-aksaya sila pamasahe papunta sa Sampaloc, no?
Nahanap nga nila yung birth certificate, original birth certificate ni Alice Go. I don't understand. Parang, anong aanihin nila? Diba?
Oo.
What exactly is your point? Do you have a point?
Nag-uusap ka kami nung kasi para sabi, minomonitor yung mga gadgets nyo, ganyan tinatry i-hack, ganyan. Sabi ko, shit, ano ba nakakahiyang makikita nila dun sa mga gadgets ko? Nanonood ako ng mga Chinese drama na ina-advertise. Sabi ko parang, mababroadcast ata yung panonood ko. Ikaw, Dare, hinahunting ka na rin for sure, Dare eh.
Naku, tubigil ka, Joey, ah.
Nervyoso ka daw po si Dare.
Okay, end live na. Bye. Bye.
Dare.
Alam mo yung sobrang desperate na nila na sobrang vindictive ng government na akala ba namin for more than 30 years, hindi siya nagalit, hindi siya gumanti, hindi na ganyan. Bakit ikaw in 3 years?
True.
Feeling ko hindi ko si Bongbong eh. Feeling ko si
Si Mamshi.
Si Mamshi sa kasi casting. Sila talaga yung atat na atat dahil syempre nga naman, no? Matutultukan ang mga continuity continuity plans.
Alam mo, may interview si Karen Davila with Johnny Pimentel at sinabi talaga doon na yung issuance of sa detention sa kena SAS nga at saka ng Dr. Rain. Tapos parang ang interview ni Karen Davila, sinasabi niya na, but these are the same vloggers who spread na kung sinasabi nila ay disinformation and everything. Sabi niya, grabe harsh si Karen Davila doon. As in, sinabi talaga niya na, ang kaibahan lang ngayon, these people are going against the government. But before, their fake news protected the president. So parang fake news daw protected the President Duterte before. Yes. Alam mo na, yes, sinabi niya yun, Sas. May post ako niyan. Kinuha ko yung interview nila.
Talaga?
Yeah, tingnan mo sa page. Tingnan mo nga sa page.
Representative, I just want to correct you.
Yes.
No fake news was as prevalent before, except it did not attack the powers that be. Fake news before attacked the opposition. It attacked media. Today, it is attacking the sitting government. It was as bad, Representative, except the subject of the attacks today is the president. Dati kasi fake news protected the president. Mga vlogger po to supporting Duterte.
And that is precisely, yeah, correct.
Karen, nakikinig ka ba? Kung nakikinig sa Karen Davila, anong sinasabi mo? Na biktima kayo ng fake news at naapektuhan kayo ng mainstream media. Unang-una, Karen Davila, yung pinagsasabi mong fake news, kayo ang pinakamaraming fake news. No, habang lumalaki kami. Ano bang sinabi ni Lee Kuan Yew tungkol sa mainstream media ng Pilipinas noon? Na it is a widely sandali, i-quote, kailangan meron akong direct quote niyan. Sinabi to mismo.
Yes, maganda yung quote niya.
Lee Kuan Yew. Okay, Lee Kuan Yew. Philippines. Okay. Anong sinabi ni Lee Kuan Yew? Ang sabi ni Lee Kuan Yew, Karen Davila, si Lee Kuan Yew na nagsabi nito. Sinabi niya, Karen Davila, a widely partisan press helped Filipino politicians to flood the marketplace of ideas with junk and confuse and befuddle the people so that they could not see what their vital interests were in a developing country. Do you understand that, Karen Davila? So, si Lee Kuan Yew na mismo ang nagsabi na kayo ang may kasalanan kung bakit nagkaletse-letse ang Pilipinas. Dahil, tatagalugin ko yung sinabi niya, tinapunan ng basura ang consciousness ng mga tao. Kayo ang may kasalanan. Okay. Tapos, sisisihin nyo kami. Sisisihin mo kami. Fake news. Kayo fake news. You have been disinforming the public for a very, very long time because ABS-CBN is corporate media. You are actually pushing for the corporate interests of the Lopezes na isa sa mga oligarko ng Pilipinas. And that is a historical fact. Ngayon, ang sunod. Karen, huwag ka nang magmaang-maangan. What you are actually experiencing is competition. Competition on who can actually connect with the Filipino masses. For a very, very, very long time, kayo dyan sa ABS-CBN, ang feeling ninyo, kayo ang may connection sa taong bayan at sa masa. Because kayo lang naman, namamayagpag kayo ang very, very connected sa masang Pilipino. At nung nagkaroon ng social media, nahubaran na ang inyong hypocrisy. Nagkaroon na kayo ng competition. And right now, you cannot keep up. You know why you cannot keep up? Because you're spending millions, darling. You're spending millions in order to connect to the Filipino masses when people like us only has our moisture. In order to ibig sabihin, we are connecting to the Filipino masses with less money, with less makeup, with less false eyelashes,
Correct.
with just organic moisture compared to you.
And oiliness.
Ibig sabihin, Karen, you are being out-competed. At na namin yung mga strategy ninyo kayong ABS-CBN. Because we grew up during the network wars noong 90s at ganyan din ginagawa ninyo ABS-CBN at GMA sa isa't isa noong panahon na yon. Sinisiraan niyo yung isa't isa dahil gusto nyo makuha ito ng taong bayan. And that is exactly what you're doing right now. What you have been doing in the 90s. Hello! Sa tingin nyo ba may amnesia kami, hindi namin alam pinagagawa sa isa't isa.
Correct.
Mas kinisilaan nyo ang isa na sinasabi nyo, yung isa ganito, yung isa ganito. Right now, sinong target ninyo? Ang target nyo ngayon, yung competence nyo sa social media. Because we don't need millions in order to give to Filipino people, in order to convince them about what we're saying. We only have authenticity and moisture. And it's all organic. We don't need your fake lashes, fake makeup, and fake personality, Karen. Parang nakalimutan mo na, Karen, nagsama tayo noon yung interview kay BBM sa Malacanang, and that was in January 2023. Nagulat nga ako sa'yo, girl. Alam mo ba bakit ako nagulat sa'yo, girl? Ha? Nagulat ako sa'yo, girl, kasi ang bait-bait mo sa akin noon. No? Tapos, ang pinaka-nakakaloka noong 2022 election, halos isumpa mo mga Marcos sa iyong interview, tapos noong January 2023, ay puta ka, para kang high school dalagitan, nakakita ng idol niya. You were fawning over PBM during that interview. Ako nga, hindi ko pinapansin tahimik lang ako. Ikaw talaga, you were fawning, girl. Fawning. You spell fawning. F-A-W-N-I-N-G. Diyos me, yung Sandisi Madrigal, tigilan mo ako, Karen. You are being outdated. Simple.
Real talk naman si Sa.
P with a letter T with an exclamation point and a parenthesis saying neck mo, close parenthesis.
True.
I think yung interview ni Karen, it's a PR interview.
Yeah, marami pa yan. Actually, sinabi niya yung minention mo dyan, Joey. Sinabi niya na yung gago is actually not a freedom.
Always remember, ABS-CBN has partnership with the media of Martin Romualdez. So, it goes without saying. So, parang lifeline nila yung ni Martin Romualdez. Actually, lifeline ng ABS-CBN ang mga Marcoses at Romualdez. As simple as that.
Actually, ito yung sobrang daming ang problem ko dun sa ni Karen. It is pretending to be in favor of the vloggers actually. It is actually pretending to be in favor of freedom of speech. Kasi parang ang sinasabi niya, itong mga to, ginagawa naman nila to dati pa. Whatever it is that she is referring to, but later on I'm going to tackle specifically yung subject ng ibinibintang niya. Kasi ang point ni Karen is itong mga vloggers na to, kung anong ginagawa nila ngayon, ginagawa naman nila dati. So why do you want them detained now, at bakit hindi naman yung Congress gumawa ng kahit anong paraan para mapigilan itong mga vloggers na to? Ginagawa rin naman nila yung ginagawa nila ngayon dati. So kumbaga parang sa part ni Karen, she wanted to appear as if she is asking difficult question dito kay Johnny T na hindi nyo naman ginagawa yan dati, tapos ngayon ipapakulong niya yung mga vloggers yan. Why? Now, in true Karen Davila fashion, she wanted to appear as if she's asking difficult question. But this is where everything she is saying is falling apart. Kasi, yung iyong presumption, ginawa mong fact na yung mga vlogger na ito ay actually sinettle mo na sinettle na ni Karen na itong mga taong to nagpapakalat ng fake news noon, nagpapakalat ng fake news ngayon, so bakit ngayon gusto nyo silang makulong? Bakit dati nagpapakalat sila ng fake news, okay lang naman. Tigil-tigilan nyo ang kaka-refer sa mga vloggers ng fake news. This is the reason why I sued Ace Barbers. Sa totoo lang, this is the exact reason why I sued Ace Barbers. Because I am being perpetually referred to as a fake news peddler. I also refuse an interview at a mainstream media engagement asking me to participate in a debate. News 5 tong nag-ano sa akin, i-invite sa akin. Tapos they wanted me to participate in a debate, in a debate sa may UST. At ang topic daw is mainstream media. Sino ang dapat paniwalaan? Vloggers or mainstream media? And I refuse that. Bakit? Kasi unang-una, you should teach people to believe information that can be verified. You should teach people to believe kung ano yung tama, kung ano yung totoong impormasyon. This is not about vloggers are more believable than the mainstream media or mainstream media is more believable than the vloggers. Putang ina! Tigil-tigilan niyo yung kasasalsal na kaming mga vloggers ang fake news peddlers dito. Diba? May mga vloggers na hindi accurate yung information, hindi... But so are you! So are you, mainstream media? Kaya talaga, you know, it was really necessary for me to protect my reputation, my credibility, doon sa being referred to as, ayan, fake news peddler yan, ayan, ganyan. Kasi ginagawa facts mga putang ina sa mainstream media. Sobrang gago ninyo. And I think, yung ganong banat ni, yung mga ganong banat ni Karen Davila, those are unacceptable, no? Yung parang, talaga, putang ina nyo, kaming mga vloggers, ang fake news peddlers, kami ang mga fake news peddlers, kayo, pag nagpakalat nga kayo ng fake news, wala kayong sorry. Ang mga vloggers, kapag gumawa ng balita, na let's say fake news, defamatory, they have to face all their legal cases by themselves. Kayo, Karen, pag nademanda kayo tungkol sa mga fake news ninyo, you have an army of lawyers to defend you and your news organization. Sinong mas malaki ang risk na tinatahak between you and the vloggers? Can we stop looking at people based on their... Kasi ganito yun yung tama si Sas sa sinabi niya kanina We outwit, outlasted, and outcompeted you. Despite us na walang make-up dito, walang studio, walang lighting, walang staff, walang mga kung ano-anong pagpapanggap. Pero mas pinapakinggan kami ng tao kesa sa inyo. Galit na galit kayo sa fact na yan. Kasi we figured out